That's what you supposed to do, man. What's up, man? What's up, man? It's your boy State, man. State of New York Knicks podcast. I got my guy Munch joining me in a few. He's probably still in the projects right now. You know, he texted my phone and said, "Yo," I told him. He said, "Yo, hit me when you ready, bro." I told him, "Yo, man, just pull up, man. Pull up, man." But anyways, man, shouts to all you Knicks fans, right? We had a devastating loss yesterday. Devastating. Like I still can't believe the loss. I still can't believe the loss. Call it the Towns. Listen, if I told you, right, and I'm, you know what, for Knicks fans, I just want you to look at my face. We're not even going to talk about, like, I'm not even going to bring up another screen and try to, like, do all that. Call it the Towns. When you are on the basketball court, the Knicks are allowing 130.5 points per 100 possessions while you're on the basketball court. Can you play some defense, Brody? Can you play some defense, Brody? What's up with you, big dog? What's up with you? What is wrong with y'all acting like Power Man? What's wrong with y'all acting like Power Man? What's wrong with y'all? How losing like this? I don't even know how we losing. That's the insane part to me. That's the insane part to me. The fact that we losing to Indiana after we'd already we talk bad shit. We talk so much shit. If we lose that, we down 0-2. Shout out to my guy Kenny. No Funny Shit podcast. I see my guy Kenny. I think I seen him yesterday. We was talking and shit. Kenny was like, "Yo, the Knicks did bad." I'm like, "Yeah, they did bad. I know they did bad. What you want me to do? What you want me to do? I know they did bad. I know. But, yo, it's a couple of things that bother me. The one thing that bothered me is the Karl Anthony Towns talk. I hate the Karl Anthony Towns talk. Like that's the Karl Anthony Towns talk is so beyond like Knick fandom. I think it's just completely unfair, me personally. But I can understand from my POV. My POV when it comes to Karl Anthony Towns talk is I was dissing Julius Randle for years. I don't want to continue to diss Karl Anthony Towns, man. I don't want to look, listen, I don't want to diss Cat to the point where I'm like, yo, you know what? I can't really like talk about the man fairly. I don't like doing it, bro. Look, I drop my books and all. I don't like doing it, bro. I hate when I gotta talk about Karl Anthony Towns and talk about him in a negative light. It blows mine. Severely, like, and it gets on my nerves to the point where, like, even I have to be a cat defender sometimes. I don't like being a cat defender. I hate it. I truly hate it. I hate it, but what can I do? He only human like I am. His defense is trash. Oh my God, his defense trash. I hate his defense, bro. And then Tibbs magnifies it. Tibbs, what's up with you, big dog? Rick Carlisle running circles around you, big dog. You can't let this happen, bro. You can't let this happen, bro. You're down 0-2. Another thing, the Knicks starting 5. Thibodeau, you want to win a championship or you just want to have accolades in the regular season? Because if the starting 5 is a minus 81 right now, why do you continue to play them? Come on, big dog. Come on, big dog. I need better. Come on, big dog. I need better, bro. Why do you continue to play them, bro? There's no reason why you need to continue to play them, bro. There's no reason why you need to continue to play them. Shout out to my guy Munch. He said he was coming out of his building now. Cool, no problem. I'm my guy Munch. Join me in a few. We're going to talk some Harlem shit. We're gonna talk that Kingdom shit. Shout out to the New York Knicks. Shout out to Josh Hart. Shout out to Josh Hart. We gotta cover, the symbols and all that. But you see the 1800s killer right there, the New York Knicks version. Shout out to my guy Josh Hart. Because I had to add him like, what's up? You don't got that in the liquor store? What's up with you, big dog? What's up with you? You're supposed to add that in the big dog. Bones, what's good, baby? What's up, man? How you doing? Jay, we're shaking again. Yo, we're shaking, my guy. Appreciate you joining up. Munch. just who I needed to pull up. Yes, come around. Yes, come around, man. Munch, my God. Munch. Appreciate you pulling up. So
word,
this is I appreciate you pulling up. So for me personally, Munch, and I know the camera. Let me move this back real quick. Let me make sure I move this back real quick. And we got my guy Munch right here. Munch, first of all, I appreciate you pulling up to the liquor store. This is such a blessing for me because we basically like grew up together and shit like that. On top of the fact that you run like a basketball tournament, and that's the one thing I really wanted you to talk about today was like the basketball tournament, what got you into basketball, what started everything, and that in third. But with that said though, Munch, what's up, man? Talk to me, man. Now, man, I'm sitting right here. Matter of fact, let me move one of these. Let me move this injustice so people could see Munch beautiful face. So shout out to my guy Munch. How many we got in here? 220 right now watching live. 221 watching live. With that said, Munch, what got you in the ball, bro?
My older brother put a basketball in my hand. Been playing basketball ever since I can remember. 2-3 years old. And then growing up in a project just gave me that hunger. So you know how that go. So
it's funny because even growing up in the projects, I seen when we was younger, I'm like, nah, Munch nice. But I didn't know how far you was gonna take it. So just growing up, and then you say your brother helped you with that. How did that expand from like having a clothing brand, which I got on right now? If anybody's watching, I Rather Hustle.
I'm not just brand, I Rather Hustle. Hold on, stand up real quick. The hustle is not for nothing negative. Each letter means a different hustle. So you could be selling shit on the train. You could be selling shit on the street. Like every hustle is just different. Like not nothing negative, not no drugs, no nothing.
Copy. And then how did that branch off? Because you got the I Rather Hustle shit, but I know there's a part of that that's pertaining to basketball. Like it got to be connected all together because I see you at the tournaments too. I'm gonna ask you about that, but I see you at the tournaments too. Like how does that connect together?
Everything is a hustle. So it's like basketball is my hustle. You feel me? So regardless of you going to school, not going to school, it's money out here and everything, especially sports. So I found the lane that worked for me and used my connections through basketball to mix with brand, just like music and rap. Like basketball, everybody love sports. Everybody love basketball players. So what we wear, the people that don't play basketball want to wear. So if you popular on the court, you got to be a trendsetter off the court. So
that's a fact. That's definitely a fact. As far as like on the court, middle school, high school, what high school you play for, what middle school you play for, and also what was your toughest time while you was playing? So what I mean by that is you ever had a time where a coach like barked at you. so crazy.
I was the hard-headed one growing up. I was the hard-headed one on the court.
That's because you play point guard.
Coachable, not coachable, depends on who's, asking. But I never got a chance to play school ball. But at the same time, growing up in my environment, I was able to develop with the older people. So it's like my middle school didn't have a basketball team, but I was still playing basketball every day. I never stopped playing basketball. I wasn't in no community center, so everything was just on the concrete. I learned everything from the older people above me. I seen like the greats do it, the legend, the New York legend. So I watched them and I just developed my game so I could be good enough to play with them. As I got to high school, whatever, I made varsity. I went to graphics communication arts. It wasn't like a top school, but
same one DP went to.
I went there, made varsity, but I couldn't play because I didn't have a physical. I didn't even know nothing about that. I didn't really have the support system to point me in the right direction. I just had the skill set and the hunger. So from there, like not be able to play high school, but staying in shape, still playing outside tournaments where it's like, I might not be playing high school ball, but I'm still playing with niggas that made it to the NBA, like Kemba Walker, niggas that win D1. So I'm still playing in the same leagues. I'm just not playing school. So seeing that I could still play and be on the same court as some people, it made me stay with it. Like, I know a lot of people give up, like, yo, fuck it, I'm not playing school ball, I'm not going to college, I ain't getting scotch, I'm just gonna go to the streets. I'm like, nah, fuck that. It's still levels to basketball, school-wise, street-wise, whatever, however you want to do it. You got to build them connections, and you never know where it could go. Like, a couple months ago, I just got called to do a movie, and T-Mac is in the movie.
Fire. Yo, that's fire.
I don't no school, no college, no nothing. So,
that's fire.
You feel me? Like, I was with an NBA legend.
Yeah, that's
you know
fire.
What I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
man.
Basketball connects so many people. It just how you go about it. Like I said, when I was younger, I had a bad attitude, so a lot of people didn't want to play with me. They want to be on the same team. Then, you know, when you were undersized, bro, you got to play 2 times harder.
That's a fact.
Nobody's your friend on the court. You playing against your friends, your coaches, the refs, the other team. Like, you undersized, so everything is like from the ground up. But like I said, it opened a lot of doors. And from seeing what I could have had if I'd have did the school-wise, I'd have had the support. It makes me get back now. So, like, during COVID, you know, 2020, they took all.
It was tough, man.
You know, 2020, they took all the rims down in New York
That's
City.
a fact. They took the rims down in the big park, and they took the rims down
everywhere,
Kingdom.
The whole New York.
Yep.
But, you know, Black Gates is, if y'all don't know, I'm from Forster, 115th for Lennox.
115th.
5th for Lennox, 112. And we known for Kingdom. If y'all don't know, Kingdom is a legendary. It's like another Rucker Park, another
Dominican Power. Yeah. Like, boy, man, grew up off that shit, man.
But during COVID, whatever, they took all the rims down. You know, me and the guys from the hood, we decided, like, yo, we put the rims up. Would y'all help me run the tournament? So I bought some rims. We started playing. You know, Housing Police came and took it down. We bought more rims. Fuck it. We put them back up. We know our community need basketball. Without basketball, this shit is Iraq over here. So
oh, yeah, man.
It's bad to say I love my hood, but it get bad. If it ain't no basketball, it get bad. So, you know, I invested my money. Some of the other people invested their money in the hood. 2020 was the only ones in New York City with a basketball tournament. Everybody from the youth, like a lot of donations, give backs. I did back to school drives, anything. I used a tournament to give back. The basketball part is easy. That's the easiest part to do. But the giving back, I even made a space for vendors to come make money because a lot of vendors wasn't making no money in 2020.
Yeah.
So I gave them
everything.
Stopped everything. I gave them a spot. You know, listen, if I got a basketball tournament, there's 500 plus people coming outside. This is time to make money. If you take your business serious, come make some money.
Right.
So with the basketball tournament going on, I got 16 teams. You do the math, 16 times 10 plus the entourage. That's money.
Yeah, that's a lot of bread. That's like 10K plus.
That's just from basketball.
Yeah.
And what basketball people want to do? They want to eat, drink, smoke. You got people.
Announcers.
I don't recommend nobody selling drugs, but you know, at the time weed wasn't legal. Niggas want to smoke. They want to enjoy a game. What happens at basketball game? Niggas want to go eat. Nobody want to leave. So boom, I got people selling food. Got people selling drinks. I got people selling treats. I got people selling clothes. I got one-stop shop for the hood for 8 hours.
Yeah.
8 hours of non-violence. You know what people do? When they leave, they had a good time. Yep. And that's what you want people to do. You want them to leave and have a good time, to go elsewhere and have a good time. Instead of being in the hood, angry at each other all day. And now look.
Matter of fact, let's get right into it because you spoke a lot about it. What's the name of the tournament? Just for the the viewers and people that don't know, because I always speak this Harlem shit. And like the name of the tournament, when it started, how it started, and shit like that.
All right, so I'm commissioner of Black Gates Madness. That's a basketball court inside of Forster Projects, which is close to the 5th Ave near the community center. I'm the commissioner of that. That is Memorial Weekend, a one-day tournament, and then I do September back to school drive for the kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm co-commissioner of Kingdom, which been running for 40 plus years. Commissioner Kevin's in charge right now. I'm his co-commissioner.
Yep.
I'm in charge of the scheduling, getting the teams together, making sure everything go right. And to be a part of something that I grew up watching was a blessing, because like I grew up as that kid, no shirt on, watching the game, naughty nose, seeing NBA players, celebrities. So now that I get a chance, when I get older, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to play. But by the time I play, it was watered down.
Yeah.
It was watered down. A lot of people gave up on Kingdom for whatever reason. We had a 10-year drought, probably a little longer than that. But these are the same basketball courts that's in 2K. So clearly somebody know their history.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a legendary court that's in video games, legendary people that came from here, people like Jim, Mary J. Blige had a team, the New York Knicks and sponsored.
Joe Hammond played in there too.
Rockaway, a little bit of everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody, you've been in New York, you've been to Kingdom.
EBC, all of that. All of that.
Right now, as a player, I'm still current playing, whatever. But as a co-commissioner, to bring it back in the last 3 years from COVID, it's been a blessing, because now our hood got that life again. Like, we got that spark. And being in charge is hard, because you can't please everybody.
That's correct.
Once you decide to set people money for a team, they want what they expect. You feel me? Then you have the locals. This my block. So you got to please them. You got to please the tournament. You got to be a businessman. You got to be a local friend, and you got to do all this without security.
Yeah,
you got to control thousands of people. So if you don't have that respect in your own hood, don't do it. All that. Yeah. Oh, something happened. Listen, you need the respect from your peers.
Yeah,
you got to tap in. You got to check in with the youth. You got to know what's going on. The basketball part is easy. It's easy to play basketball. Yeah, it's easy to get 10 people to come play, referees, but it's the environment. Can you control your environment? Can you bring something positive to your environment? And that's what I bring. You feel me?
Yo, it's crazy, because y'all was looking at the basketball tournaments for years. I'm like, how do y'all even get this shit together? Like, how is that even possible? You could get all of these people in one room and they can like actually come together and get this going.
I'm gonna keep it on it. Mm-hmm. It starts with God, bro. You gotta pray. You gotta pray, because you just never know. Like some people, you don't understand. Like, they come to a basketball game, and that's State Madison Square Garden. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see how the Knicks go crazy? Like, that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Do you understand what I'm saying? You see how they was acting, right?
Yeah. It's going crazy.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Just on street ball.
Straight June.
Imagine dealing with that. Like, the cops can't control that down there. So imagine coming to the hood, you asking people, to enjoy 2 or 3 basketball games and leave safely. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
It's easy, but it's not.
What is some of the great basketball players that came out of Harlem that we grew up with?
It's a lot.
Because that was one of the questions that was burning my mind. I said, I got to ask money. Yeah, I'm talking about great, like Milbank, Kingdom. We know Kemba. Shouts to Kemba Walker. We know. I'm talking about Harlem. Grew up. We seen these dudes like, he's OD nice. Like,
see, for me, I got to see some people in their prime and some people I didn't.
Right.
So for the locals, like, for the youth, right? They know the Kimbas, they know the Jelly fans, they know the people like that, right? And then for me, like, our local heroes was, you had the crossing guard, the crowd favorite.
Oh, yeah.
The crowd favorite.
Yeah.
You had the Dells, who was 5'7" locking up NBA players on the court. You had the Mike McLeods. You had the Knowledges. You had
McLeod.
It's so, and that's just people I got to see a glance of. And there's so many people before that made Kevin Williams that made it to the NBA. He come shoot around.
But for OKC, if I'm tripping.
Nah. He was 80s.
70s. Yo, I'm gonna look him up.
To see him come just shoot around knowing he made it to the league. Like, it's so many people I can't even name. But like, just in Forster alone, you got the new people. Like, you got Jalen Carey D1 and Nelson D1. Like, we have Mo Bamba. You feel me? Like, we got players that make it there. You feel me? They do the D1, make it to the league. just staying consistent is hard. You feel me? It's harder than what it looked like. I see and talk to a lot of people that made it that far, and it's levels, it's business, it's a lot that come with it. But to see somebody you grow up with or watch grow up, make it that far is just a blessing. Like
what is the hardest part about, as far as like being a commissioner and playing at the same time? Because
all right,
I know, like, because you said it, you said it, but
so it's a conflict of interest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because now everything is a money tournament.
Right.
Before it was the pride, who the best, you get what you get. Now everything's a money tournament. So for you gotta look at it like for your money, right? Would you want a commissioner playing? Because you gonna feel like, oh, this nigga control this, he control that. The refs is on the side, he from here.
So they think
okay. They think there's some type of cheating. So due to the fact I'm co-commissioner, I can't play on the home team.
Mm-hmm.
I can't have my own team.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to play with like, I want to say a less talented team. Like I have to play with a team where I have zero control. I'm just a player. Like I can't coach. I can't sub myself in. Like I have to just be a player. And once I'm a player, I cannot control nothing. So when niggas arguing with the refs, like, yo, talk to me. Like, you can't talk to me. I can't do nothing about that.
That's crazy because I noticed that last summer when you was playing. I think why Munch not arguing that call.
I can't argue. I can't get texts. Mm-hmm. No, matter of fact, the first year, right? Mm-hmm. I had to suspend myself. It rained out. Look, it rained out. The game in the gym. Mm-hmm. I got mad at the ref. I threw the ball. That anybody else is kicked out the tournament. I can't kick myself out. Mm-hmm. So I suspended myself to make an example like nobody is above the tournament. Mm-hmm. So
it's crazy.
It got its pros and cons though.
All right, man. Because I'm like, yo, how does Munch even manage all of this shit? Like, how does he do it? Like the clothes, the commissioner, this, that, third, the little one, shout out to the little one.
Being the dad, girls dad.
Like, how do you find time to like balance yourself? Because like with me, I run the podcast, Self Lows, and this, that, third. I speak to your brother a lot. Yeah. Once again, thank you for pulling up and shit like that. The one thing that helps me a little bit on the low, I read a lot on the low. Like, and I read graphic novels all the time. And then that just puts me in a certain mode and shit.
We only get 24 hours, right?
Yep.
What I tell people, if you get things done right on time, you have more time for other things. So, example, right? We trying to get something done. We know we got a busy day. Our phones is the main distraction, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, if you just put your phone down and you get a pen and paper, bro, it'll take you a long way. Like you gotta lock in with yourself. Like you gotta say no distraction, no phone. Like I need to get this done. Like example, I'm gonna give you a regular summer day, right? I'm gonna give you June 6th is the opening day of Kingdom, right?
Right.
That's a Friday.
Shouts to everybody. June 6th, opening day of Kingdom. The Knicks should be in the finals June 5th. Hopefully, Lord willing.
So
continue.
June 6th, right? Mm-hmm. This mind you, it's still school going on, right? So my day waking up, right? This is how my day will go. Wake up. Gotta wake my oldest up.
Right.
Get her ready for school.
Right.
Make sure she wash her face, brush her teeth, make her breakfast, walk her to the bus, walk the door, come back, right? Now my daughter, my youngest daughter, she's 3. By the time then she's waking up, gotta make her breakfast. Now her mom is getting ready for work. Her mom go to work. I got my daughter for the day. Now, when my daughter go back to sleep, this is the time for me to figure out what's going on. Let me hit all the coaches up. Now I got to call the commissioner and listen, is the refs going to be on time? Do we have backup refs? What is the MTA looking out? What is MTA looking like? What is the traffic looking like? Because remember, these teams is coming. So we don't have time for we have to know if it's going to be a traffic jam. Some people taking traffic. So we need to know, are people going to be late? Are they going to be early? We have to factor in everything. So I'm asking all the questions. What could go wrong before what go right? Do we have everything? I go through the list. Boom, we got everything for today. Cool. Now I could go back to doing my regular. My girl get home, you good? My daughter get home from school, you good? I'm about to go start my day. I gotta head to the Kingdom. Before I come in, I gotta speak to everybody. Before I even hit the court, I gotta go around, make sure my vendors are good. Do you got everything? Do you need anything? You got to see what cops we got today. Some cops can't control crowds. Some cops never seen a big crowd. So I got to check their temperature, see how they feeling today. Yo, MRP, you good today? You want something to drink? You want a lemonade? We don't need you fucking this up.
Right.
We don't have nothing else outside of this.
Yeah.
And this is before the game started. Now, everybody got their uniform. Everybody good. Coaches checking people's temperature. If you sent, you know, bro, you know when the nigga just on 10.
Mm-hmm.
You want to have that one nigga in the crowd just a little extra.
Nigga, yo, why you fouling that hard?
Yeah, he drinking. He was rolling dice. He done lost his money. He hungry. Listen, that's the person. You come sit right here, bro. Come have a seat right here today. Get that nigga some food or something.
Mm-hmm.
Calm him down. We don't, because you gotta remember, it's outsiders coming. Everybody is not going to jail with somebody just yelling at them.
That's a fact. That's a fact, especially if you don't know them.
You got to factor into everything, and then midst of this, it's a game going on. You got to make sure your commentator good, your DJ good, equipment. You got to still check. You got to check your weather app all day. We playing outside. Is it going to rain? Is it going to rain? Is it going to rain?
Yeah.
You got to factor into so much, and then on top of that, you got to tell yourself, "Yo, did I eat today?"
Yeah.
That's you know people. People ask me, yo, you good? You good? Nobody asked you, did you eat today, bro? You'd be surprised. That's a question that's never asked. When somebody's so busy, fuck, am I okay? Did I eat today? Because I can't function if I don't eat.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So, and then like the game go on, everything go good. Now it's the leaving part. Like you have to speak to so many people. So it's like I'll be speaking to you. I could be, you could be introducing me to fucking Carmelo.
Right.
I could be talking to Carmelo. Here come, yo, Munch, I need you to do this. Munch, I need you to do that. Yo, Munch, can you help me with that? Yo, Munch, I can't have but 30 seconds to talk with somebody. So when important people come, I gotta know what to say. I gotta make it quick. Yo, hey, how you doing? I'm such and such. Can we meet this day? Can we meet that day? And they watching your movements, how you talk. Everybody's watching your movements. You can't be mad, you can't be upset. You can't let nobody get to you, because if you come out of character, everything folds. So like that's one day.
That's not even.
So I gotta do this Friday, Saturday, Sunday for the rest of the summer.
But before even that process starts, what's the process before that? Because you spoke about like the process when you're like actually in the thick of it, pause, when you're like speaking to everybody. The process before that, like, yo, we gotta get this sponsor. We gotta this. I gotta speak to this person.
So I'm going through that. So as of right now, I'm going through that.
Mm-hmm.
Scheduling.
Right.
You have the locals. You have the new teams. You have the champs, and then you have all these teams. Everybody want a nighttime game. Everybody can't play this day. Everybody can't play. You can't please everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're taking somebody money, you have to hit them out.
Yeah, you got to. You got to.
But what I tell people, when you take their money, you should never give somebody money without asking questions.
Mm-hmm.
People so thirsty being told to ask the questions. Because once we accept the money, we don't want to hear you don't know the rules.
Yeah.
But if you don't ask the rules, who fault really is it? So now we in the midst of now we got to go through the checklist over and over. Do we have everything? Who we got to call? Is the coaches, is everybody money situated? Like, it's just so much reminders. Everything like between now and June 6th is reminders. So nobody can say as commissioners, we're not doing our part.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's the hardest part, is just reminding, repeating the same thing. And it's like, you could tell somebody all day 2 + 2 is 4. They still gonna ask you, are you sure? Seriously. Yo, you play Friday at 7. Mm-hmm. Yo, what time again? Friday at 7. Yo, what day? Friday at 7. What time? Friday at 7.
I believe you.
All day.
I believe you too. Because sometimes on the podcast, I go through the same type of stuff, but that's like you accept stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think after a while, when you actually love what you do,
you can't get mad, bro. It don't fix nothing. You calling people out their name. You can have your comments to yourself. Of course, everybody's gonna feel away, but you gotta remember, you signed up for this job. Anybody could have took the role and said, I want to step up and be commissioner or do this, do that. I know what I signed up for. I know what comes with it. It comes with a headache. It comes with ignorant people. The 10% of the ignorance don't matter to the 90% of the blessings that come with it. You feel me?
Right.
And Kingdom did so much for me, and it's a blessing to be a player and a commissioner because one of my friends had some people that traveled. They came, they wanted to play us. We did a whole event. They did a class for the kids, a workout, and we played them. I did good. He called me, yo, you want to come to North Carolina? Put me on a flight, pay for everything, and went to North Carolina just off Kingdom. Just because they want a relationship with Kingdom, and on top of that, I know how to play basketball.
Mm-hmm.
From there, it's like, oh, you got a passport? I'm like, yeah, you want to come to Venezuela? I was supposed to be in Venezuela. They out there right now, but I didn't go because I got to be a forward first. You feel me?
Of course.
Even I designed a Bell Chess who do a lot of business transactions.
Shouts to Bell Chaz. I gotta
One
get
of the
into
biggest
him.
designers.
Yes, shouts to Bell
Biggest
Chaz.
artists.
Niggas
Our
dope,
our uniform. I wear all his clothes. You can check my page.
What's your page? What's your page for people that's just listening?
If you don't know, Fifth Ave Munch, number 5, TH, Ave, AVE, Munch, MUNCH. But yeah, like Bell Chaz, like he looked out, he brung the fashion, the art to basketball. We the only tournament that had the best court, best looking court last year, best looking uniforms, best material. To the point he was selling the uniforms.
Yo, I'm mad I couldn't get one, yo. I tried to hit you up.
I don't even have none, bro. It was missing.
I'm mad.
Bro.
This shit is tough, bro.
Listen, Bell Chess took me to Cali. Or the strength that the people in Cali doing some basketball thing and they want a relationship with Kingdom.
Right.
So because they want a relationship with Kingdom, they bring me on board. But I know how to play, so I got to play in Cali. Also, I never been to Cali. That's my first time. All this is happening because of Kingdom and connections and just being a positive person, being a cool person. But don't get me wrong. It's good cop, bad cop when it comes to this commissioner because sometimes you have to say no. If you don't say no, you don't stand on business. Nobody will
they run over. Yeah.
It's nothing about, you don't have to be gangster. You don't have to be tough.
Nah.
It's just how you go about it.
Yes.
And you have to say no. When it comes to business, you cannot tell everybody yes. What you do, you just try to figure out how can we both win. And that's a lot of situations now because, example, me and you, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could support me all day in America, but if it don't benefit you, I'm gonna always feel like I owe you a favor. So before we even do business, like how can we both win? You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
All right, you want to support me? What can I support with you? It could be nothing. Yo, Munch, I don't got nothing going on. I just want to cool. It got to be something I can support. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it has me when it comes to business, it has to be a win-win situation. If it's not a win-win, it doesn't work for me because I never want to feel like somebody did me a favor and I owe them. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I never want somebody to feel like I took advantage of them because of my position somewhere else. Because a lot of people do that. Like, oh, I ain't asked you to do that. Cool. That's win-win together. You feel me?
Yeah. I think somebody told me like, yo, don't make people that just want to don't make money with people that just want to make money. Make people that want to make money with you.
Right.
And this is why, like, I've always, like, even before this live stream, like, I've always supported, like, what you do. Always, like, since you was younger. Because I grew up and it got to a point where I was like, yo, you know what? I see these dudes from the neighborhood. All these dudes make clothes. Fuck supporting everybody else. I'm going to support people that I know, that I grew up with and shit like that. How has it been as far as like, you know, controlling like the violence and things of that nature? Because I think that's very important, like to point that out. You talked a little bit about it earlier, but I think that's very important because even the other day, 2 weeks ago, you know, shouts Mama Love, who passed away due to gun violence 2 weeks ago. You know, the liquor store was closed earlier. Yeah. Kind of like put me in kind of a different kind of state. And the one thing I noticed, and I commend you for, like I've been there for the past 4 or 5 years, well, mad years now. I've never seen like a shooting. Like I've never seen somebody get decked. Like you know how that go.
To see it in person is crazy.
Yeah, yes, and we've seen a lot. But how do you feel about that? Like, what's your ways of going about that? And like, what's your message to, you know, like the youth of people who's around New York City who's watching this right now. Because how many we got 506 people in here. I didn't expect that. It's a lot of motherfuckers watching live, right? And we on live Facebook, Instagram, and all of that because I wanted to make sure everybody sees this. This was very important. But what is your response to what I just said? Because I think that's very important to not see violence happen, like even after those games. Like we grew up in a different era. Yeah. And we grew up in an era where Mermonts, you wore your biggie outside. Yeah.
I think we all could speak on each era. Like eras had to make sense. You understand? Mm-hmm. Violence had to make sense. That's what for me to understand how to avoid it.
Right.
So back in the days, you're a drug dealer, you're a drug dealer. You're a gangster, you're a gangster. You get fly, you get fly. You do music, you do everything had its category. So you didn't have a bunch of just random killings, random robberies. Niggas knew who they wanted, what they wanted, who they wanted to do it to. So if you played sports, you kind of didn't have nothing to do with that. You understand what I'm saying? You did music, you separated yourself. You feel me? Now in our era where it got bad, where it became a materialistic thing, nobody had to deal with wearing a color coat. Niggas probably would have robbed you for a fur back in the days, not a color coat. If you had white, when iPhones first came out, you had the white headphones in your ear. They knew you had an iPod, an iPhone. Niggas was stealing that, robbing you for that. Belts. Like, you understand what I'm saying? We went through a materialistic violence era, which teenagers to young men really didn't understand. It's like, I could afford this, but is it worth my life? Then they put you in a pride situation with your peers, like, nobody taking this, nobody doing that. But it's like, bro, is it worth it? Then all it takes is one person to take your coat. Now you feel like you got to take everybody else's coat. Then it's a domino effect. So it's just dumb. You understand?
Yeah.
But this era now, I personally don't understand. I have a nephew, I didn't want him in nothing. Thank God he's like a straight A student. But I was able to talk to some people from his age to like, yo, go this way, don't do this, don't do that. But the ones under him, oh my God. The op shit I don't understand. I gotta spend a block, the kicking over can. Like, come on, kicking over candles, bro.
Yeah.
It don't make sense. Like,
we didn't do that growing up, man.
Like the disrespect, like they don't care no more. And it's not even a revenge thing. It's like, who could kill the most people? It's not even like I want to kill you.
Where does that start from, though? It got to start from somewhere. It's not us telling them to do that. Because we look at them, we tell them, yo, what you doing? There's females, there's money, it's mad stuff outside beyond what you're doing. So
I don't know.
Did we fail them?
I can't say we failed them, bro, but at the same time, yeah, because the people that they think is cool is around too much. So when you're around too much, you're a product of your environment. So it's like, yo, how this nigga always got this, got that, but he don't work. They don't know, they don't understand entrepreneurship. So it's like, if you're not selling drugs, the youth is blind, like how you getting money. So when they figure out niggas is scamming or doing this, now it's like, they not even smart enough because half of these niggas can't go to school because they got so much beef. They can't even figure out how to make money and they can't lead a block. So all they know is hate and violence. So now you want to beef with the niggas you want to beef with niggas across the street. You don't really got no real beef. You don't want to go elsewhere. You can't. You don't know none. Y'all ain't in school. Y'all don't know shit. Or y'all know it's social media and drama. But at the end of the day, no matter what, everybody got some type of sense. They know right from wrong. And if they want to be in the hood, they're gonna be in your face. It take 5 seconds to have a conversation, bro. Listen, I've been there, done that. You clearly who you are. It ain't no disrespect. All I tell niggas is, bro, the young niggas that I personally know, I watched it in the building grow up, but like I watched them grow up, is more so like, listen, I did shit, you did shit. But for me, anything I did, I took fully responsibility for. Nobody peer pressured me. Nobody put a gun in my head. Nobody said I had to do something that I didn't want to do. I didn't do shit that wanted to be down. I never joined a gang. I never believed in that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Even though our block is what it is.
Everybody.
You feel me? People claim what they claim, but me personally, I never joined the game because it don't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I've seen too many big homies living bad.
Yeah.
You got big homies working jobs. You work a job. You ain't no gangster. Bosses don't work jobs. Like, you feel me? It was so much confusion for me seeing these so-called tough niggas either be a bum or live a life that they not really living. Portraying to be something in the hood when you work a regular 9 to 5. So that gang shit went out the window for me. But like I said, individual, you can be tough. You could be all of that, but you don't got to be dumb. And I think a lot of these kids is follow the leader or who the tough. Like everything they trying to prove to themselves for nothing. Niggas be trying to prove they tough to somebody that ain't even tough. Anybody can pull a trigger, bro. That shit is easy, bro.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? That shit is just. I tell people, listen, nobody really know niggas living situation. Just because we all live in the hood, we take the same elevator, pissy steps, all that. You are responsible for yourself. Y'all want to be grown. Y'all want to have guns. Y'all want to do this, do that. Be responsible for yourself. You could tell these niggas ain't washing their faces, bro. These niggas outside looking gray. They gray, bro. They not even a character, bro. They about to fade away. Like, for real, bro. They doing... Bro, the youth is burnt out, bro. I love them to death because some of them are talented. They are creative. And it's like, bro, y'all can organize a mission to go kill somebody. You can organize to go get some money.
Yeah, you can organize a fucking business.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
got the heart to take somebody's life. You better have the heart to go get some money.
Yeah.
So it's like they scared of failure, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no failure being a gangster. You understand what I'm saying? There's no failure for them because everything is wrong already. You can't get more lower than that. You understand what I'm saying? So for them being tough and being in the streets is easy because you could fail. Who cares? Nobody cares if you're a failure. But when it comes to responsibility, they scared. They scared to be responsible. Motion. And it's whack because some of their parents are good people. And what hurts them, most parents not raising their kid. You know why they not raising their kid? They got to work 2 jobs. They got to work 3 jobs. Or God forbid they chasing another situation.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's living situation is different. You feel me?
Yep.
And with kids at school and in the streets. In the projects, what happened in the projects, bro? You able to come outside because somebody know your parent. Oh, mom, outside with such and such. Oh, okay. You can't do that other places. Kids get kidnapped. In the hood, you could just come outside, be by yourself because everybody know everybody. It's a village over here.
Yeah.
But when your village is negative, there ain't no positive. What you think your kid gonna turn into?
Something negative.
You gotta take care of your kid, right? How you gonna take care of your kid? You gotta work, you gotta make money. You don't have, it's not enough time for that. Your kid you as a parent, you have to give them hard talks to your kids, especially when they preteens. Preteens is where it starts. The shit they seen on the internet, the shit they watching, you feel me? Now you got it where people play video games. The niggas that we used to call geeks are the rich people now.
Yeah.
The niggas that we made fun of is getting the bag.
They streaming on Twitch.
You know what I'm saying? So now your kid is a homebody. He could stay in his room all day. But eventually, as a parent, what you gonna say? Go outside. He go outside, he don't know nothing.
That's a fact.
So the fact that he don't know nothing, he get caught up in the wrong situation. So it's like, I think us parents got it hard because our parents spoiled us. They didn't really prepare us for real life. Like, we thought we was grown, bro. We wasn't grown.
Nah, yo, we wasn't.
All our parents asked us to do is go to school, get an education.
Yeah.
What we do, go to school and do a whole bunch of other shit. Cutting school, fucking bitches, gambling, fighting, stealing, robbing, thinking we was doing the shit that we wasn't supposed to do. Not saying they didn't do it, but they've been there, done that. And we had a better situation. So now, when it comes to real life, when it's time to be grown, time to get an apartment, time to pay bills, we really don't want to do that.
No.
In our 30s, we don't want to do that. So imagine a 30-year-old with a kid, nigga, you fucked up. You don't know nothing. You fucked up, for real. You fucked up. And now, you trying to raise the youth, you don't even got yourself together. As a parent, you don't really get time to find yourself because you didn't have that kid so early being fast, And it's not just females being fast. Guys be fast, bro. We think we grown. We made a couple dollars doing X, Y, Z. But we all know when it comes to hustle, it goes up, it goes down. Yeah. You see me at the top when I was selling clothes. I was shipping shit to Russia. Now I don't even sell it because it's a wave. Hustle is a wave. You're going to have it or you don't. You got to know the next wave. You got to know the next hustle. You can't just have one hustle. You got to have multiple hustles, multiple income. And now it's like...
Motion detector.
The people I age are friends with their kids, bro.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, not saying it's a bad thing, but there's no discipline. There's no discipline because they still finding themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So with that being said, like, my best advice to the youth is hold yourself responsible and do shit because you want to do it. Like, don't feel ever paper. Don't ever know what trick you out your spot. Like, all that shit is weird and dumb shit, bro. All that you have to prove, show, and prove. No, you don't, bro. When it's time, handle your business. But the senseless, y'all niggas don't even know how to shoot right. Y'all killing innocent. Like, there's no way you have a weapon and don't know how to use it.
Yeah, that's
sad to say. What we did back in the day: go to the roof, learn how to shoot your gun. Learn how to shoot your gun, right or wrong. Where we go to the roof, learn how to shoot your gun. These niggas wait till it's real life action to learn how to use a gun that they have mad dusty walking around, don't never use it, and now you hitting an innocent lady, innocent kid. This dumb shit, bro.
Yeah, man. Trying to avoid all that, bro.
These kids don't even get sent down south no more. Remember niggas?
Yo, yeah, hell yeah. Every summer shit. Every summer, yo, you go down south, man.
Niggas, we don't, to this day, niggas don't even know that's real family. Niggas just sending you down south. You gonna go down, you gonna get out my face. You come back from down south, you appreciate New York. Like, man, that shit was so boring. I'm never going down there. I'm gonna get my shit together.
It's a different generation, Munch. It's a different generation, bro. I try, bro. Like I speak to dudes when they come in. I speak to dudes all the time, bro. It's I don't know. Like I guess they feel like we look like them. I guess we look young in the face and stuff. We look like them. That's bad, funny,
bro. I probably wasn't doing Kingdom. I probably be in a bunch of fights just coming out the building because they don't know who I am. Like I know the parents. I don't know some of the kids. So it's like when you don't know the kids, it's like some of them going quick. Like, who are you? I know I be in Kingdom. People like, who is that? Oh, that's such and such brother. That's such and such cousin. So that's how. And then your backstory got to match who you are. But it's some kids going like, yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
And the kids that don't get, you got to check them like, yo, listen, I'm not in your way. That's the problem. These kids think we're in the way. Some older niggas are in the way. I'm gonna keep on. They are in the way. You still around with nothing. You ain't doing nothing positive. You don't got nothing going on. You broke. You in the way, bro. Get out these kids' way. Big them up. Be happy for them. But being in the way is the one thing that you pay.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I felt like that when I was a kid. Like, even sometimes RP to my pops, like, I'll be doing something and he'll tell me about myself. I feel like, yo, you in my way, bro. Like, you're not vibing with what I'm trying to.
You don't understand.
As I got older, understood, like, oh, shit. Maybe he was.
Yeah.
Maybe he was right.
That's just our community. We got to learn from mistakes and be okay with that. Some people are not okay with messing up. You feel me? So
Munch, man. That was great. That was great. Munch, I gotta ask you one more question. I'm gonna let you get out of here. Cause Munch, you around the earth. I'm sick of you, my nigga. You always at a basketball game or something. I'm like,
I got one today.
Yeah, look, you got one today. I say, where's basketball game at? LES. My last question to you, Munch, is in just all honesty, you know, what do you want to leave people with when it comes to this basketball tournament? Because I know this tournament's going to be going for about
another 40 years.
40 years until we in like the grave, like at this point. But even after we in the grave, I think it's going to be.
I think because it's history, it's a landmark at this point. Like it's never going away. It's going to be around. But as far as me being in charge, I just wanted to have that vibe that it's a community thing. You feel me? Like this is us. Like this is what we represent. You feel me? Like not the negative shit, not the shit that come with it, whatever. Like, I know when my time is done with Kingdom, that I turned it around. It could never be what it was. You understand? People on the buildings, on the roof. Like,
yeah, that's impossible.
It would never get to that.
Impossible.
But it's going to put people in better position, like as far as the youth. Even though, you know, we run a men league, it's going to open doors for so many people because for me, it's not just basketball. I'm not there. Like I said, the basketball part is the easiest part. Playing basketball is easy. What comes with it. So if I could reach out, I could help people as I'm walking around. Yo, you good? You need anything? Yo, network with this person, network that person. Like, so many people come to these games and people don't know who they are. So it be so many important people that like basketball, and people be sitting next to fucking millionaires don't know that. And I always tell people, listen, if you got a business or an idea, the best time to bring it is to a basketball game because you never know who you're going to meet. And I want everybody to network and connect because you never know who you can meet, bro. Like, you just never know. And basketball does that. Like, basketball brings so many people together where you don't know what they do outside of this.
Right.
So many people play basketball, and then when you get on social media, like, this nigga don't have none basketball on his page. Like, this nigga, wow, he's somebody. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you never know what somebody do outside of basketball. So basketball is like the biggest sport, I think, that connects all people, all races, or ages, or sizes. You understand what I'm saying? So, like I said, to leave Kingdom in the next few years, I know it's going to be in a space where it's just going to be like the only place you want to be. The only place you want to be every summer. Like, because I don't want it to be like, I don't want the corporate to steal our culture.
Motion.
Yeah, yo. Yeah, hell yeah.
And it's so easy for what we do for them to copy because they have the resources and the money. So to avoid all of that, let's do it here now. Why are we waiting for somebody else to steal our idea and we got to go with them, but we could just do it here now? You know what I'm saying?
That's very true. Nah, you go ahead. I don't got no emotion sensitive. You good. But nah, that's very true. I feel like, the culture we started, like, we got to continue. Yeah. Right? Like, I love what you're doing, bro.
It's culture vultures, bro. They're going to steal. If you ain't taking your business, sir, they're going to steal it like this. It put them as nothing, bro. And then they make everybody around them puppets. I'm not a puppet. I don't want my people to be puppets. I want everybody to be themselves. And I feel like you're forced or you have to do this. No, it's our culture. Figure it out together, and we keep it here. Mm-hmm. Y'all keep complaining that these type of people's taking over. I'm not going to pull a race card, but you know what's going on. These type of people's taking over. Nah, bro. They taking over because y'all allowing it.
Yeah.
Start it here, keep it here.
Start it here, and then let them come to you. Like, yo, we want to support what y'all doing. We can't replicate what this is going on.
And that's the thing with other basketball. It's so much going on with them. They have the sponsors, they have this, they have that. They don't have the culture like we have down here.
Nah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
We have the culture is no price on that, bro. Like, they can't steal it, they can't copy it. They could try. You can have all the money in the world. It's never going to be nothing like Kingdom. Like, we the Madison Square Garden tournaments. Like,
I have one request for you before you leave. You got to promise me this too, bro. This year, for those games, I'm gonna need y'all to make a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
With this YouTube channel, and this is just me, you gotta put those games on the YouTube channel. You gotta put the highlights up there because I've even wanted to like share that to my Knicks Twitter timeline on Twitter because they know I'm staying from Harlem.
That's in the works. Like I said, we have to do one step at a time.
Right.
We can't put all our eggs in one basket because it comes with a lot. And if you're not going to do it correct, don't do it at all. We want to share it on YouTube. You understand? We want to share it on all platforms. Mm-hmm. But it comes with a lot of people want to see the negative. You understand what I'm saying? They want to see a fight at the game. They want to hear a shot. Like, y'all want to see basketball.
Yeah. Absolutely.
What brings the views
is the
negative shit. You understand?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
So we know what's going on, bro.
Yeah, man.
We want it to be clean, but clean don't sell.
It don't.
So don't ask if y'all don't want clean. Don't ask for the hood.
Motion.
Then we post the hood. Y'all, oh, what is this? Niggas is smoking. Niggas is doing this during the game. This is what y'all wanted.
Mm-hmm.
You can't pick and choose what y'all want. Y'all want it clean or y'all want the hood. And that's the delay on sharing on all platforms because we don't want. It's so easy to point out the negatives.
Yeah, like
we not
smoking.
Turn on because they doing this and look at it.
There's
so much going on during them games besides the game. You have people that zoom in on the littlest thing.
On the little thing and they'll put, damn, I didn't think of it that way, bro.
Example, right? Mm-hmm. I crossed 1,000 people in my life. I didn't drop people, maybe bottom broke ankles, right? But I got 300 million views on somebody else's page because me and another nigga grabbing each other jerseys. Because he like 7 feet and I'm sitting there looking like I'm about to fight him. That shit got 300 million views. I could drop an NBA player, I won't get that. The negative one, bro. When it comes to the hood, the negative one, that's what they want to see. The love and hip hop of basketball. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, hopefully I bring that fire this summer, man. I need to see some more shit talking.
June 6th, man.
I need to see more
June 6th, YouTube, Instagram, everything will be up. Trust me. Because you holding me to it.
Yeah. Because I was mad. Last summer, I'm like, yo, I know Munch got to have highlights on you. There's the highlights. Oh, nah. We got to change this. We got to change it. Even myself, like, I didn't want to do the YouTube joint, but I say, yo, you know what? I got to do it. Last, I'm going to leave you with this. This is why this interview had to happen, right? I went uptown about 2 weeks ago, and I see my man Detroit,
right?
Light skin dude. I think you know Detroit.
Big Kev, light skin.
No. Detroit, short.
I know
Detroit. My guy, Detroit.
Older cat.
Yeah.
He played with me on Rucko. I know you're talking about
Detroit and shit. He like, yo, why you don't interview Munch? I'm like, fuck it, I interview Munch. Yeah, fuck it, I know Munch. He like, yo, because you need to do shit like that, because you need to highlight like the people that's in the hood, but like it's people that's above the grass, and there's people that's where the ants is at, where you can't see where they at. Like people.
I'm in the middle. I'm definitely in the middle. Like I had my days where I was up there, but you gotta respect when it's somebody else's turn. You have the CCs.
Shouts to CC. Shouts to C. Love what he doing.
He got the hood on smash. You feel me? And the new monies. It's so many people like the Lagos. It's so many people I could just go on each building, each age group. Everybody got something going on. You feel me? And you can't be in the way. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Imagine me trying to compete with the CCs, the Lagos, the new money. Oh, no. I'm old, bro. I'm an unk now.
Yeah,
bro.
man. We up.
Get out the way.
Calling me up too.
I gotta get out the way. You understand what I'm saying? I cannot be in their way. It's daytime. Niggas come to the hood. Niggas fuck with me. They respect me. They know who they want to see, bro.
Yeah.
I had my fun. You feel me? But to say that, whatever, like, it's so much talent here. Like, don't get me wrong, it's talent and culture, the whole Harlem, right? The whole New York. But Worcester is like, you see how Harlem is in New York? Worcester is like the Harlem of Harlem. You know what I'm saying? We our own island. Like, you can't tell us nothing, bro. Yeah. Like, you can't tell us nothing from basketball to fashion to joking to getting money. Like, we have somebody for everybody that's the top of the list. There's not one person in Harlem or New York that don't check in with somebody from here on all levels. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, everybody has to know somebody from here because we all famous to somebody outside of who we are. But like I said, bro, I appreciate you.
Munch, y'all, appreciate that, man. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you, man. Munch is great, man. Munch is, yo, if you don't know Munch, Munch, man, please tell the people where they can find you at, man, on Instagram and whatever.
On Instagram, Fifth Ave Munch, number 5 THAVEMUNCH. I only got Instagram. I don't do no other app right now. You can find me. I want y'all June 6th, Friday, pull up to Kingdom. I got something for the kids. I got the vendors out there. One-stop shop. I need all y'all to pull up. All right. I appreciate y'all.
Yo, shouts to all of y'all tuning in. It is 652 people right now.
Where can we find you, bro?
State of New York Knicks podcast, man. Google that shit, man. State of New York Knicks podcast, Substacks, articles, everything, man. Harlem, we here, West Side, Foster Projects. My uncle's in the front, Fred Rhymes and Liquor. Y'all know where I be at. Come through, get some liquor. We from the block. Make sure you go to Munch. Make sure you go to June 6th. June 6th, it's the beginning. So make sure everybody come downtown, man. June 6th, man. 115 for Lennox, man. Smile at everybody, man. Munch, man. Once again, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate all you Knicks fans and everybody who tuned in today.